Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 151 of the world famous, universally loved podcast known as Online Marketing Moves. My name is Tony Rizzano. I'm your host of the show, and today we are going to talk about you think you're doing enough, but ladies and gentlemen, you can do more. Okay? Now, I was having a discussion with my wife this morning. I was telling her about the podcast because that's my thing. I told her, I said, it's amazing how, I started in July and I said, people are downloading it, people are listening. And I said, people are enjoying it. I said, it's funny how that works. And she said, yes. And she said, you got started on that. She said, but now, and I said, I know what you're going with this. I can do more. She said, yes, we got this started. Now what are you going to do? And I said, you know what? You know what, honey? You are right. I can do more. It's not about, I know I talked about time before, and how a lot of us, we have jobs, and a lot of our time is being taken away with jobs and life in general. But you always have, there's always more that you can do. You might have to get more organized. You might have to get more of a schedule down pat, but there's always more that you can do. And I definitely adhere to what she was saying, because yes, the podcast is good. Yes, I appreciate people listening, but I have to do more, because I'm in the affiliate marketing world. I have to do more because the more people you have listening, the bigger the audience you have, the more you're able to reach out to people, and the more, quite frankly, let's be honest, the more money you will be making, So you have to grow the audience, you have to build up the audience, you have to figure out what more can I do, Like, I do a podcast every day. It's great. But what more should I do? Of course, I talked to you about writing and everything like that. I have to do more writing. I need to do more. I need to find the time to do more writing. It's like I work, I do this, do that, but it's more. And what more can you do? You have to do more, You have to just tell yourself, more. You need more, If you have to set apart a couple of hours to just write, or set apart like in 30 minutes to get some germ of ideas going, or whatever you want to do, there's always more to be done. It's never quite, over. You want to give it your best. You want to give it the, like I told you before, if you fail, you fail. It's not a big deal, Of course, none of us want to fail. Listen, I don't want to fail. You don't want to fail, of course, but the main thing is that you give it a try. The main thing is that you put in the effort, you put in the work. And if you, just like this whole affiliate marketing thing, what's up, Pops? This whole affiliate marketing thing, the more, if I don't build up the website the way I want to build it up, and then if I just quit today, then can I say, oh, I did my absolute best? No, I can't really say that, can I? I had to give it more. I had to write more. I had to reach out more. I had to send more emails. It's more I can do. It's more to be done. And I use me as an example, because I don't want to, I'm not here to poo-poo on anybody else, and talk about, what they're not doing, or this, that, and the other, So I use me for an example, There's a lot more that I can do. There's a lot more that I know you can do. And until everything you have tried is exhausted, then there's always something else that you can be doing. You know what I mean? So don't think, oh, I've done, like I've wrote 2 articles, If you wrote 2 articles in 3 months and you're like, nobody's read my articles, nobody's come to my website, it's like, what more can you do to improve your website? What can you do to get that website that people will be, more and more come to the website, What more can you do? There's plenty of more there's more that you can do, and to get the job done, It's just, there's more. You just have to think. Yeah, that's why I'd say, You want to write down your ideas. You want to write down your thoughts. You want to write down what can you do, what more can you do to make your business, complete, to make your business whole. Like I thought about that, and she was talking, and I thought about this yesterday before it's funny how things work. I was thinking yesterday when I was doing the podcast and I was driving around, I had a lot of errands to run. I thought, you know what? I said, I haven't even scratched the surface yet with the podcast. I haven't scratched the surface yet with the whole affiliate marketing business. I haven't scratched the surface at all, Like, I've scratched the surface, but I got to go deep. Like, I want to go all the way deep, I want to go all the way. I'm fully committed. So I know there's more that I can do, and I know there's more that I want to do. So that's where I'm at, and that's where you should be at. Because if you think, because you know how you have, if you have a few minutes sometimes, and I know sometimes you just have to take a break. I mean, you know yourself. Sometimes you just have to take a break. In those 5 minutes, like I told you, sometimes for 5 to 10 minutes, sometimes I just watch either like an old wrestling clip or something like that, just so I can lose myself for 5 to 10 minutes, just in my own. I'm like, okay, and then I get back to it. And I know sometimes you need that, but there's a lot of times that we are just we have time that we could be doing stuff that we're not doing it, and that is why I say, you could do more. We can all do more, It's like go to every street, go to every avenue, go to every corner, and make the thing that you want to do, make it happen. Make it happen. It's like if you want to open a business. It's like when you want to open a business and they say you don't have the money, and it's like, where am I going to get the money from? And some people, they're like, oh, I went to 2 banks, and they both rejected me. And it's like, there's more banks. I've read stories about these people. They want to start, like, one person went to like 30 different banks, 40 different banks before they got, what was that? It was matter of fact, it was I think her name was Kathy Hughes. She was she started this radio company. And she said she went to like 20, 30, 40 banks before somebody said yes, Like, that is what you have to do, Like, what more have I done to get this loan? What more can I do to get where I need to go? And that's how we all need to do, what they say, turn every stone, turn every, leaf, flip everything over before you just say, okay, I've done all I've done. I can't do anymore, Like, I know I'm not even close to where I want to be, but I also know that I haven't done everything that I know that I need to do to get to where I'm going, because I know I'm going, and I'm going to be successful, and I'm going to make it, and I'm going to generate a lot of money. Like, I know this. I already know this. This is not, this is positive. This is positivity, but at the same time, I'm doing a podcast from a cold truck. Like, I know where I want to be, and I know the action I'm taking to get to where I want to go. But I also know there's more that I can do. You know what I mean? And there's more that I need to, like for me, the more that I need to do, I need to involve my wife more into this process. I need to get her I need her help to help me do more, so I can do the stuff that I'm good at, and she can do the stuff that she's good at. So I need to involve her more into this project, and then more will happen. More, and I need to get more people involved, and I will get more people involved. You know what I mean? I need to do more from a personal standpoint. And there's times I'm sitting here and I'm waiting. I might be waiting on the people to get done with the load, or I might be waiting on somebody to send me some paperwork. And in those 20 minutes, 25 minutes that I'm waiting, sometimes I sort of forget. I'm like, why don't they just come on? Why don't they just come on? Instead of me thinking about why come they don't come on, I could just be in here writing, or I could be in here, uploading more podcasts, or I could be doing something like that, uploading to the YouTube. There's more that I can do. You know what I mean? So always, never think, I've done all I can do. There's always more you can do. I've run this race, or we got another. we got another race to run. Because as we both know, the journey is never ended. It's always happening, you know. Just got to be in the moment, you know. Live in the present, you know. Of course, as we talked about yesterday, you want to keep an eye on that future because you don't want to end up in a you don't want to end up where you don't want to be when you get older. So, or if you get sick, something like that. So, you know, always keep things in perspective. But always do the most you can do, because that's another thing. What if something happens to you, and then you're like, oh, I wish I would have did this. I wish I could have did that. I should have done more of this. I should have done more of that. It's like, no, do the most you can now, you know, while you got the time. It's like Kobe Bryant, you know. Kobe Bryant died. It was very sad. Kobe Bryant was 41, 42 years old. But Kobe Bryant, he did a lot for a 42-year-old man, you know what I mean? He did probably the most that, I mean, the guy won 5 championships. He won an Oscar. And I'm not talking about the awards. I'm just talking about the things that he did. You know, like right after he retired, he started a movie company. He started a movie company and he started, you know, producing these little videos, these little movies, you know. Like, he started doing more. He did the most he can, you know. That's how we all need to be. Do the most you can. If you think you could, it's sort of like lifting weights. You know, I don't know about you, but I'm not big on lifting weights. I tried it. It's fine. But I'd rather just, you know, do push-ups and sit-ups. But it's like when I was working out one time when I was in the Navy with a guy and I was lifting the weight. And I was like, ugh. And he's like, man, you did that pretty good. I was like, whew, that's it. And he's like, nah, man, try to lift as much as you can. And I was like, I ain't killing myself, you know. But he was right, you know. It's like I could have lifted more. And maybe the more I would have lifted, the more confidence I probably would have got. Maybe I would have, you know, enjoyed actually weightlifting. Who knows, you know? But I didn't, and I like working out. I like running, and I like, you know, push-ups, sit-ups, stuff like that. But lifting weights, I can live without it. But, you know, maybe I'll go back, try it, you know. But there's always more that you can do. That's the whole theme of this. That's the whole theme of this episode. There's always more, you know. What more can I be doing? All right? But that's it. That's it for the podcast. You know what I got to do more of now? I got to do more of driving this truck. It's been a few days. These people have been blowing my phone up. I'll tell you what, everybody. I cannot wait. And I mean this in the most sincere, honest way. I cannot wait to tell these people, kick rocks, okay? Kick rocks. All right? Nah, I'm just kidding. This job is not bad, but they are kind of annoying because it's funny how these jobs work, you know. They want you to be on a dime. They want you to be on a you know, a minute notice, you know, like, you know, they buzz you and they're like, hey, come on. But if you try to call them, get a hold of them about something, they're like, oh, we'll get back to you. You know, but anyway, get out there, you know, take action and do more of what you're doing now, you know, just do more. You can do more. There's more to be done. More. There you go. That's the whole thing of this episode. There's more. I'm going to do more. I want you to do more. I'm not just, you know, I say what I say. Things I tell you are the things that I do. I practice in my daily life, you know. It's like the it's like the drug counselor, you know. You got a guy that's like, hey, don't do drugs, and he's back behind the building smoking crack. It's like, what are you doing? But whatever I tell you, believe you me, I am doing it. And it's, man, I'll tell you, you know. But as they said in the Shawshank Redemption, one of my favorite movies, Andy Dufrain, he swam through all that shit and came out clean on the other side. So right now, you know, you might be working, you might be trying to start a whole business, or you might be trying to start whatever, you know. Just think to yourself, right now, you might be swimming through poop, but you're going to come out clean on the other side, and it's definitely going to be worth it, all right? But that's it for now. That's the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back tomorrow with another episode of Online Marketing Moves. If you haven't already, go to wherever you get your podcast. Give us a 5-star rating. Maybe a review. I don't know about a review, but give us 5 stars. Keep listening. I appreciate you, and we will talk to you tomorrow. And as always, everybody, peace.